Giving birth to children and getting married does not make you a woman. Being selfish and making sure you're well taken care of does. Ask your grandmama.
You need to start being more selfish and stop being so nice. If you haven't noticed by now, people have no problem taking advantage of your kindness and lying straight to your face.
If you fuck with me, go out there and be ambitious. Go out there and really get shit done and stop depending on motherfuckers.
Star in any room that I stand in. I am the stand.
Oh, now we gotta go.
Hey Rych Babes, welcome back to the channel. Okay, today I want to talk to you about something a lot of women shy away from, but it's time that we focus head on: being fucking selfish. Okay. Yep, you heard me right. Be selfish, ladies. Whether you're a mom, a wife, or single, it's time to start putting yourself first. Society conditioned us to think that being selfless is the highest virtue, but let's be real. Men are selfish, kids are selfish, and yet we're the ones who end up drained, stressed out, and spread it way too thin. Why is that? Because we've been taught to give, while everyone else around us is too busy taking. It's time to flip the script and start taking care of you first. You need to be your own priority, not just in theory, but in practice. Saying no when you need to, setting boundaries, and making sure your needs are met before anyone else's. That's not just okay, it's necessary. People may call you selfish, but guess what? Selfish people often get more respect when they don't allow themselves to be drained by others. Meanwhile, the loyal ones often end up getting the short end of the stick, feeling unappreciated and burnt out. It's time to stop pouring from an empty cup and start filling your own. Let's go.
When it comes down to disappointing other people or disappointing yourself, choose other people all the time. It is your job in life to disappoint as many people as you can so you do not disappoint yourself.
Learn to be selfish and learn to say no. Like what I learned at being in my 20s, you gotta be selfish. You gotta say no. No, I ain't got it. No, I can't do it for you. No. You got to be, bro, because if you don't be selfish, motherfuckers gonna take advantage of you. For real. As soon as the motherfuckers see you got a little bit of niceness in your body, they want to take advantage. You gotta say no. You gotta learn how to put yourself first, too. That's another thing I'm learning. You gotta put yourself first. You gotta put yourself first, bro. Your problems ain't my problems. I got my own shit going on. You know what I mean? And people be like, oh, you an asshole. You this, you that. I got this far because I'm an asshole and because I'm selfish and I put myself first. That's how I got this far in life. At such a young age. Put yourself first, bro. I ain't scared to tell a motherfucker no. I ain't got it. I can't do it for you. I come first before anybody.
Luckily for me, being called selfish, or the word selfish in itself, is just no longer an insult. It's like so many people benefit from you being selfless and from you doing things for them first or thinking about other people first. And for some reason, you're always the one that pays for that. You're always the one that suffers because of that. And it's like so many people, especially women, I want women to be more selfish. I want women to think about themselves more because we're taught to be extremely selfless to everyone, to our husbands, to our children, to everyone else, and then that leads to burnout, or that leads to resentment, or that leads to so many other things that women deal with, depression and anxiety and all of those things, right? And this happens to all people, not just women, but I'm speaking to women specifically because the world benefits so much from us being selfless. I'm going to self-advocate. I'm going to think about myself because the best way for me to be a better person to other people is if I'm a good person to myself. The fruit of me being so good to myself that it overflows to other people is the goal. It is not me giving you all of me and being completely freaking empty and then having to try to fill myself back up to then pour my... No, I want to fill other people up from the overflow of what's happening inside. I want to be so good to people because I am so good to myself. I want to be completely open to life because I'm completely open to myself and all of the parts of me. So then I can do that for other people.
Do you guys want to know who gets the most respect? Selfish people. Yeah. You see, when you're loyal to a person for a prolonged amount of time, I need for you to understand something. Just because you're loyal to them, and even though you've been loyal to them for a long time, that is not going to get that person to respect you. And it's not going to get that person or those people to treat you the way that you deserve. But when it comes to selfish people, you see, people are going to approach them and pursue them. But when they do, they're going to come correct. Because a selfish person is not going to settle for anything less than what they deserve, okay? They respect themselves. They have too much respect for themselves than to tolerate or be around a person who doesn't respect them. You see, they're loyal to themselves first, okay? They're leavers. So anytime they're in a situation where they're not getting the respect or the treatment that they deserve, they're going to leave, all right? There's nothing wrong with being loyal, but there's everything wrong with being loyal to the wrong people, okay? You got to understand everyone isn't deserving of that. And some of us are so naturally loyal. It's just in us. It's who we are. But you have to learn how to be more selfish with your loyalty. You have to learn how to be more selfish with your time. Okay? Selfish people get the respect because they respect themselves too much than to allow anyone in their life that doesn't respect them. They get the treatment that they deserve because they're not settling for anything less than what they deserve. So this is your encouragement and this is your reminder. Be selfish. Be more selfish with you. Be more selfish with your time. Be more selfish with your loyalty because it is valuable. It is truly valuable. Value yourself more and be a little more selfish.
Be selfish with you. Be selfish with your journey. That's okay. You know, you constantly giving, emptying that cup, and there's no more love. You need to be selfish, not be arrogant. That's not what I'm saying. Right? You need to be selfish with your journey. Put you first. Because if you put yourself first and you're ultimately happy with you, it's going to help me. What? In order to help you, mom, dad, auntie, cousins, husband, wife, children, I got to help me first.
Everybody's in their like eras. Oh, it's my self-care era. It's my era. I am in my most selfish bitch era ever. When I tell y'all, I do not care about what anybody else has going on. I truly don't give a shit. I literally deleted my Instagram, not like the whole account, but like I just took the app off of my phone because I find myself in people's business or like knowing stuff that I don't care about. I don't give a fuck what you ate today. I don't give a fuck where you went today. I don't care about any of that. And I know my mom is going to watch this. Stop cursing, but mom, curse words show emphasis. I truly do not give a fuck about what anybody else is doing right now. Like, I am so self-absorbed. I pray to God nobody thinks, oh, you're worried about me. You're not me. Not right now, at least. Like, y'all, I am so focused on myself and probably one of the happiest that I've ever been. Don't wake up seeing what anybody else is doing. I don't care. I just focus on myself all day and I pour into myself and I love on myself and I do everything for myself. Selfish bitch era.
Being selfish has such a negative connotation and it shouldn't. Like, people need to be more selfish. More selfish with your time, more selfish with your money, more selfish with your energy, all of that. Like, people are just way too giving of themselves to people who just don't deserve it or who haven't earned it. Like, you got to look out for you. Like, what good are you to everybody if you don't even like what you see in the mirror? You're draining yourself that much, trying to be everything for everybody. No, sometimes you just got to tell people, man, no, I ain't doing it. I don't feel like doing it today. This is what I feel like doing. I'm going to stay to myself. I just want to stay at the crib. No, I can't help you out. No, you can't borrow no money. No. When you learn how to say no, life gets so much better. So much better because you don't feel the pressure to have to, acquiesce to what everybody's demanding from you.
I became extremely selfish with my time this year, and I'm very happy about it. See, I've wasted a lot of time being unselfish, and I'll tell you what that unselfishness has costed me. It costed me the most prominent and prime years of my life, from the age of 20 all the way up until my mid-30s. I ran a successful business on paper for a very long time in the HR industry, and it went to shits because I was so unselfish that I put everything else a priority other than my business. And so one day I got sick and tired of it and shut down the company and was broke. I was just never selfish enough to put myself first and dedicate myself to one craft or one art, even when it excited me the most. And I had to hit rock bottom, and I mean complete rock bottom in my life to be able to turn around my life. But the one thing that did change after hitting rock bottom and becoming older and turning 35 and going through the worst shit in my life, I became so selfish with myself, with my time, with my priorities, with my goals, with my worth, with who I am, that I realized being selfish should be the standard for a woman, because we're taught from such an early age to be so unselfish and say yes and okay and put our head down and listen to everyone else but ourselves.
One thing we should all learn from men as women is putting ourselves first. Yeah. A man will leave a woman with kids all because he's putting himself first. Man will choose to cheat on you all because he's putting his happiness first. Yeah. A man will lie to you all because he's protecting his peace. So in conclusion, as a woman, stop being selfless and start being a little bit more selfish. Yeah. Put yourself first, because men will always put themselves first, and don't feel guilty about it at all.
So, my rich babes, it's time to make being selfish a positive word in your vocabulary. It's not about being mean or neglecting others. Come on. It's about taking care of yourself so you can actually show up better for those who matter. If you don't prioritize your well-being, who will? And speaking of prioritizing yourself, don't forget to tune in tomorrow for our 10 days till Halloween special, where we're diving into some juicy topics you definitely don't want to miss. Make sure that you subscribe, hit the notification bell, and get ready for some content that's going to spook you. Okay. Catch y'all ladies tomorrow.